so bland. I won't be able to protect you. Hesina scuffed one foot over the other under the hem of her ruchin. If we're caught, if someone sees us... A man bellowed an opera under the tiled eave of a dilapidated inn, and something porcelain shattered. But Cyan's voice still cleaved the night. You don't have to protect me, milady. Red lantern light edged his profile as he looked into the distance. He was my father, too. A lump formed in Hesina's throat. She did have to protect him, in the same way her father, their father, had. You can't possibly touch all the lives in this world, he'd told her that winter day 10 years ago, when he'd brought the twins, slum urchins, one thin girl and one feverish boy, into theirs. But if you can lift someone with your 2 hands, that is enough. Hesina wasn't lifting Cyan up. She was leading him astray. But when he reached for her hand, she held on, to her dismay. The confidence in his grip grounded her, and they crossed into the district together. They entered a world of slanted tea houses and inns, brothels and pawn shops clustered like reeds on a panpipe. Men and women spilled out of the paper-screened doors, half-clothed and swinging certain appendages. Hesina averted her gaze and pressed closer to Cyan. It'll get better up ahead. Cyan had once called streets worse than these home, and he guided them around peddlers with impressive ease. He didn't pay any mind to the occasional beggar, not even the one who tailed them down the block. "Beware the night!" cried the man, shaking coins in a cracked dingpot. Hesina slowed, but Cyan tugged her along. "Beware the reins, the crown, and the sight." Ignore him. Cyan's gaze glowed with focus. He speaks of the bygone dynasty. But on a night like this one, the past felt uncomfortably close. Hesina shivered, thinking of an era 3 centuries ago, when peasants had drowned in summer floods and perished in winter famines. The relic emperors had pursued concubines, conquests, and concoctions for immortality, while their imperial soothsayers saw into the future to crop resistance before it could sprout. As for the sick and the starving, too weak to resist, the sooths placated them with visions of the brilliant tomorrows to come. And they did come, at the hands of 11 scrappy outlaws, who climbed the Ning Mountains, crossed the Kendian dunes, breached the imperial walls, and beheaded the last relic emperor on his very throne. They emancipated serfs and set them to work on dikes and embankments. Storms calmed, floods drained. They opened the doors of education to women and commoners, and their disciples circulated the former outlaws' philosophies in a book called The Tenets. The people of Yan called them the 11. Legends, saviors, heroes. Beware the devil of lies. Of course, heroes cannot be forged without villains. The Emperor's henchmen, the sooths. The 11 rooted them out by their unique blood, which evaporated quicker than any humans and ignited blue. They burned tens of thousands at the stake to protect the new era from their machinations. Whatever the reason, murder was murder. The dead were dead. Hating the sooths, as the people continued to do, made little sense to Hesina. But occasionally, like now, with the beggar barking ominous warnings, her pity for the sooths spawned into fear, eating away at her conception of a sooth until it collapsed and a new one rose in its place. A faceless head attached to a charred body. An eyeless, toothless monster straight from the 10 courts of hell. By the time Hesina eradicated the image, the beggar was gone, and another had taken his place, resuming the chants in an all-too-familiar female voice. Beware the one you leave behind. Oh no. Hesina whirled as a hooded figure strode toward them. My, what do we have here? The newcomer circled Hesina. I like the linen rutrin, very commoner-esque. As for you... She flung aside Cyan's cloak and frowned at the